I say chicken involtini, you probably think fancy, but I have it on good authority. This event-worthy meal requires only weeknight effort. Let's find out in today's Daily Dish. All right, take a look at what you'll need for Chef Julie's recipe, and don't skip the rosemary sprigs. They're going to act as the toothpick to keep the roll together. Jules, it is so nice to see you again. I followed the renovation online, and oh my goodness, your kitchen is like phenomenal. So I love that you're in your new kitchen. I love this meal. It looks fun to make. It looks very versatile. Where do we start?
Hi, Tracy. I'm so excited to be back in this new kitchen. It's just giving me so much more life being in this open, beautiful space. So I'm so excited it's making its TV debut on Cityline.
Yeah.
The first thing we're going to start with is chicken. But when we buy chicken breasts, they come out like really thick. Like you can't roll that, right? So what I do is I get a piece of wax paper, and with one hand I hold the chicken down and I cut it in half into 2 equal pieces. So now it's still not rollable. We're going to pound them out. So we're going to pound the chicken out between, again, 2 pieces of wax paper. And this will allow the chicken to tenderize, and it'll also make it a lot easier to roll. So I actually lost my kitchen mallet in the process of my renovation. So you can actually use a bottle of wine. And what you do is you put it on just don't break the wine. It's a full bottle, so do not break it. But you put it on a cutting board and with the chicken in between, and you just whack it. So easy.
I think that would probably be really nice for, letting out any of your frustrations about anything happening in society. Just go to town on that chicken. So next, are you going to be filling the chicken next? What do you like to use?
First, we season the chicken with some salt and pepper. Flavor. And then what we do is I add a layer of pesto. Now, if you don't like pesto, you can use an olive paste. You can use a sun-dried tomato paste. And then I like to add provolone cheese. So if you like provolone, you could use provolone, or you could use Fontina, melts really nicely. You can use white cheddar. You can use Swiss, whatever you like. And last but not least, I put a layer of prosciutto.
Oh, yes.
And if you don't like prosciutto, you can use ham, like regular ham. You can use turkey. Both are really delicious. Next, we're going to roll it up. So they're not going to look perfect. So lower your expectations. This is a very rustic looking dish. So we roll them up as tightly as we can here. And then we're going to dredge them. First, flour. So this is like a double dredge. So I put it in flour first, and then I put it into egg, some beaten egg I have here. And then last but not least, some Italian breadcrumbs. And I use Italian breadcrumbs because they are delicious, and they've got already Italian seasoning in it, so you add even more flavor. And then last but not least, the pièce de résistance, the rosemary. So I'm going to pick a really nice piece here. So if you can't find a nice, thick rosemary branch, just use skewers, because trying to put a limp branch into a piece of chicken is not fun. So I don't want you guys stressing out over this. So put this in, and now we're going to cook the involtini. You're going to pan fry these in a skillet, 3 minutes per side. And they're not going to be completely cooked, but don't worry, because they're going to have another opportunity to cook inside the tomato sauce. Cook them for another 10 to 15 minutes and until they're cooked through.
That's amazing.
And I just want to put a little note in there. So if you are using the rosemary, before you eat any of this, make sure you remove the rosemary or the skewers. And if you have any leftovers, before you put them in the fridge in an airtight container, remove the rosemary, because it can become very pungent.
Oh, okay. I just love the fact that you incorporated the rosemary. It adds good flavor. It looks very Instagram worthy. And it's a beautiful recipe that you would think is so hard to pull together. And you just did it all so easily in your beautiful, shiny new kitchen.